William Hunt Savile sponsors the Trilby Tour. The perfect gentleman's playground.
This week on the Trilby Tour, one man decides it's easier to drain the pond than play a dropped ball. So he goes looking for the plug. We're in the heart of the National Forest at the aptly named Forest Hill Golf Club for the 2017 Trilby Tour Championship of Leicestershire. It's one of the youngest courses ever to host a Trilby Tour event, but don't worry, everything else is still very much old hat. Coming up on the show, we have all the best of the play from a lovely day in Leicestershire. It's pick a fairway, any fairway, during the four-man three-hole playoff to find the champion of the county. And we've selected only the best plunkers, bunkers and plonkers to feature in Rogues Gallery. You're stuck with me interviewing players on the first tee, but now let's have a word with the best commentator favours can buy, Rob Lee.
Thanks, Mac. Yes, a lovely day at Forest Hill Golf Club. It's in the National Forest in the Midlands. It opened in 1991, and plenty of water out in the golf course as well, with some lovely streams ambling its way through the links. Let's get to Mac on the first.
Thank you. This is Jup Sidhu, who I believe this is your, third Trilby Tour?
It's my third Trilby Tour, yes.
And where have you played in the past?
Bredsall Priory and Forest of Arden.
Ooh, tricky courses.
Very.
And how did you get on?
Not too good.
Not too good. That's a very, very appropriate Trilby Tour assessment of how you got on. So, confidence is high today, Jups.
Confidence is there. It'll get higher as we go through.
Yeah, but I'm looking in your eyes, and your eyes don't say confident.
They are. I'm always confident.
You're always confident, yeah. Right, okay then. So, 3 attempts. What's the highest position you've had on the leaderboard? Where did you finish up?
I've no idea. I didn't even check it. It was
you
that bad.
Didn't even check. This is the spirit of the tour. If I'm not either at the very top or the very bottom, point? Why should he care?
Driver at the first for Jups. This one going to land handsomely on the fairway. Oh, it does, with a bit of canter as well. Perfect tee shot. What a lovely one. Nice way to start your Trilby Tour.
Well, it's not often you get the chance to actually use the introduction, the one, the only, and actually mean it. But this is the one and only Dave Big Dog Hughes back in the Trilby Tour. How's it going this year, David?
Pretty good, Mac. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. I look forward to it every year. You know, it's great to see the Trilby Tour keep going on, and the 10th anniversary, fantastic. And I'm hoping to sort of, maybe put on a good performance for William on his 10th anniversary. Did a bit of practicing in the US, had a month over there visiting family, and put a bit of work in this year. So last year, a couple of top 10 shootouts that I missed out on. Just need to push it that little bit more. And we'll see how we go. So looking forward to it. Great day, great company, loads of buddies who I've met up with. Against the thing about the Trilby, it's great. Meet all the guys that you see maybe only this time of the year. So looking forward to it very much.
That's why they call him the big dog. You just set him up and he howls and howls and howls. You did say earlier on when you were talking to the producer, you felt a bit quiet today, Dave.
Yeah, well, it's this kind of Zen thing. You got to kind of try and play within yourself. That's what all the pros tell you, and just kind of keep within yourself. So I do that where I can, but I get a bit excited and the hound starts to come out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the full moon comes and the wolf is there, and it's difficult. And I usually get that if there's a little birdie opportunity, so I've got to keep it under a little bit of control.
Well, I'd just like to say, as an unbiased observer, I'd say that you and Quiet is talking rubbish.
A little bit of mid-Atlantic big dog about the boy Hughes, I think. 408 yards is the first tee shot. Nice rhythm. Mini howl, a whimper.
I'm now talking to the club captain here at Forest Hills, Mr. Pete Webb. Pete, what is it like having an invasion like this on your home turf?
It's absolutely marvellous. I've looked forward to this ever since it was announced that we were coming here, and I got my name down as soon as I could to play in it, and I'm really pleased about it. And you're really welcome in the course. So.
Well, we've been made very, very welcome. We're having a great time. What about you and your golf? Do you think you'll have a great time out there today?
I'm looking forward to it. My golf's pretty ropey at times, but I'll keep my fingers crossed and hope I can get round in one piece. Yeah.
As a man who obviously knows this course better than most, what does it take to score well at Forest Hills?
Well, ideally you need to be quite long and reasonably accurate. It's quite a tight course in places, but unfortunately I don't hit the ball very far, but I try to keep it straight. Having said that, I'm guessing off the first tee here it could be a little bit dangerous, but we'll see.
Tee shot for Captain Webb then, at the first. Well, he says you've got to be long and straight. Missed the bunker. Oh, yes. I think it's just dodged it.
We're joined on the first tee by an East Midlands legend, Mr. Graham Flockett. Where do you usually play, Graham?
Uttoxeter Golf Club.
And you're a pretty high-flying golfer there.
No, just joined this year.
Oh, right, but you're a high-flying Trilby Tourian, I believe.
Second time, first time up at Bredsall a couple of years ago.
Ah, but the important thing about your Bredsall performance is your score. What did you get in the round proper?
35 round proper, so highest points on the day.
So you got into the playoff, and where did you come?
Joint second.
Joint second, a near miss. So are you out for revenge today?
No, just to enjoy myself. It's nice. You come a bit more relaxed when it's your second one. So really looking forward to the day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we've been told by our starter, who is the ladies' captain here at Forest Hills, that the easy bit is getting onto the greens. Have you found it like that?
Well, I found it all quite difficult last night when I played a practice round. Greens are rapid and just all-round good challenge for everybody.
So it's difficult getting to the greens and it's difficult when you're on the greens.
Absolutely.
I wish you the best of luck.
Flock it then. Get down that fairway. Not many. Beauty. Couldn't be better. Maybe it's going to be his day. Let's catch up with Jup Sidhu. We saw his tee shot at 1. It was pretty good. 7 points to this mark. And his third to the par 4 sixth. So in a little bit of trouble. And if he knocks that in, he's going to get out of trouble very nicely indeed. The big dog. Through the front 9 now. 19 points. Needs an unbelievable big finish. And sand at 14 for the dog. No doggy noises now. Nothing. 16th hole par 5. 25 points for Peter Webb, who is the club captain. Spin. Oh, not bad. Interesting front of the green. That little tier there. Flock it. Par 3 8th hole. Going well. 16 points through the first 7. And that's going to perhaps go back down towards the hole. What a shot that is. Genius. Sidhu for the par. From the right and quick. Just a bit more. Oh. 30 points for Jup Sidhu. Leading in the clubhouse at this stage, but you wouldn't think that's going to get a sniff later on. The big dog with a sandwich. He's played it very well. Extremely well. Unlucky. Did he turn that into a birdie too? 31 points all up for Big Dave, and he's going to have to wait. Captain Webb. Birdie back down the tier. Just about there. And that's very good. 30 points. That's in a playoff position right now, but he's an early finisher. Long, long way to go. Flockett almost through the front 9. We saw the tee shot, the par 3 8th. And the putt to match. Beautiful too. Already under par and getting better. You're quite right. Don't celebrate too early. Long way to go. Let's get back to Mac, who's got Paul Llewellyn with him.
Well, who else could we talk to in the final group out but the current, the reigning Trilby Tour World Champion, Mr. Paul Llewellyn. Mr. Champion, does it feel a bit more relaxed this year?
Yeah, we're a bit more relaxed. My son's on the bag today, so first time out for this year. They say you're only as good as your last game, so we've kept it out of the way as long as possible this year. But yeah, it's a bit of a warm-up event this for us. Dave will be back on the bag after this event, but it's nice to go out with my boy on my bag as first time as champion, so it's really nice.
Yeah, and is that part of the mental approach? You've said you're only as good as your last game. My last game was when I won the title.
Yeah, it's a nice feeling. We worked really hard for 5 years to get what we did last year, so we've enjoyed it.
So are you more out to enjoy it this year, or do you still want to get that title for a second time?
Well, we've got August is a big month. We go back to Oxfordshire, which we're reigning champ, and we love that place. That's where the Trilby started for us in 2011. And then got the pairs with my son, and then we've got the big one at Hull. So we're getting ready for August. So
you're looking for an August Trilby Tour hat trick.
We never say never, do we?
Never say never. So here, bit of a warm up at Forest Hills. Watch out for the reigning champ.
And here is Rocky. Leaves nothing to chance. If there are gold stars given away for preparation, it's that man that will collect the lot. However, that's not the straightest shot he's ever hit, and we'll see more when we come back after the break.
The perfect gentleman's playground.
We're in a lovely part of the world in Leicestershire for the Trilby Tour Championship of Leicestershire, Forest Hill Golf Club, on a very nice day. And players getting down to it. 31 is the best score in the clubhouse. That can't make it, surely. Big Dog Hughes on that mark. Rocky Llewellyn, tee shot at 1 wasn't great. He's already through to the World Championship final. He's trying to defend that, and he's looking for a big finish here. Blame the caddy. That's his son. Big David back on the bag soon. Piercy at the par 5 11th. 18 points through the first 10 holes. That's not too bad. Come on. Yeah, well done. There's a tier there. Oh, down it goes. And that putt is very, very tricky indeed. 16 handicapper Stephen Gibbling from Eton Golf Club in Norwich. This is his 4th at the 9th. So struggling up here, has to get it up and down. He played it well, but couldn't get it to grip from the rough. That left for his par. Gross par, that is, of course. Got a few shots in hand. Llewellyn missed the target at 17. Normally pretty steady with a short game. Hole high. Piercy's birdie putt. Remember, down the hill. This is up the hill now, back to where the pin's cut. There it goes. And getting the speed right is very difficult. Had a slow one. Now he's got a fast one back down the hill. Llewellyn for the par at 17. For 31 points. 31 points in total in the end for Paul Rocky Llewellyn. Joint clubhouse leader. But I think he knows that might not make it. Piercy's par putt at 11. Yeah, well done. Rattled it in. 36 points, Paul Piercy. Excellent stuff. He's the new target. Bradley Hyde. 154. Not a long hole at all. Three Rivers Golf Club in Purley. That's his home, and that's a little long. So, like so many of these greens, if you go long, you're putting back down to the front flags. Gibbling for the par at 9. Got a chance. Oh! 36 points, Stephen Gibbling. Tied at the top with more ambition. Flockett. 20 points is excellent after 10 holes. He's just got to keep it going, use his shots wisely. Nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely fine. Gorgeous day. Bradley Hyde, second finished here. Tap in for the 3, and he continued to do some good work to shoot 37 points. New clubhouse leader. Bradley in pole position. Back out onto the golf course at the par 3/8. Thomas Brittany. He's from Bredsall Priory. No stranger to hosting Trilby Tour events. Bounce up. Spin. Hit the flag. Use the slope. Go on, back down you go. Might do. Might trickle back. We'll see where his putt gets hit from. Sleeth. Paul Sleeth. He's from Leicester, but different golf course. Beadles Lake. Looking on the bright side. So, Brittany's shot didn't go back down. It clung to the top of the slope. This is right to left and fast. Oh, fantastic. 37 points. Joint clubhouse leader. You are the man. Yes, you are. Flockett's par 5 attempt at 11. 20 points. Be pretty tasty. Go on. Not to be. However, yes. Champione, 38 points. The pleasure the Trilby Tour can give some players is quite incredible. Sleeth with 31 points. Round you come. Come on. 38 points. They're coming in now thick and fast. He's tied for the lead. 2 shots better than par. Okay, let's get back to Mac, who's taking a close look at the 3 playoff holes.
Well, we're here on the first of the playoff holes at Forest Hills. We're playing the first, the second and the 18th as they've been played today. And to talk us through them, I've got one of the co-owners of the course. This is Lackey, who runs Forest Hills in conjunction with his brother Andy. Now, this looks relatively straightforward, Lackey, but we've got some out of bounds on the right and some trees up there on the left. What are the pitfalls and preferences on this hole?
I think the important thing is not to go right. There's a ditch, forest, you're dead. It's to aim at the bunker with a little cut and middle of the fairway, which will leave you an 8 iron, a 9 iron. The better players will just approach the green with a wedge. It's that simple.
We're now on the second playoff hole, which, like the first, is a par 4, but we're now down among the forest area, Lackey. This is a dogleg. Talk us through this, please.
This is dogleg to the left. Now, this is a risk-reward hole. You can cut the corner, oak tree, cut the corner, which would leave you a little tickle onto the green. The sensible thing to do would be a mid-range iron, straight down, and which would leave you a lob wedge to a wedge on the green. As I say, risk reward.
Well, Lackey, you've brought us home. This is the 18th, the third of the playoff holes, a par 5. Looks a long hole, but relatively simple and a user-friendly green. Are there any problems out there?
This is roughly 500 yards. Now, over the years, it's been quite high in the stroke index because it's a drive, it's a low running ball somewhere around the green. 3 years ago we extended the pond to cut across the fairway, which has prevented the low running ball. The ideal play now would be a drive, an iron and a wedge or a pitching club onto the green. You're there for regulation.
He makes it all sound so easy, but we'll see. Best man wins.
So to the swashbucklers of the Trilby Tour, trying to finish nicely. Ross Holmes is second to the 9th. Second Trilby Tour event. Comes from Oxfordshire, Trilford Heath. Lovely place that, Trilford. A couple of nice courses. Red and green, I think, from memory. From Coventry Golf Club, it's Rob Wilkinson. 31 points. He's got that total of 38 in his sights. And this should check and come around a little bit for him. Hasn't he played that well? Very well. Wilkinson with a shout. Mark Turner, this is his place, Forest Hill. And that's a little bit of local knowledge there. And carrying quite the gallery with him. Holmes at the 9th, the par 5. Try and get this up and down for his birdie. Oh, too much spin. Check those grooves. Wilkinson. 31 points. Must finish this off very tidily indeed. And oh yeah, take that. 38 points. We're starting to make quite a group at the top. Plenty of time for Ross Holmes to make a dent in the 38 pointers if he keeps it going. He'll need to read the greens a bit better than that though. Just pace and line. Birdie attempt for Turner. And that one turned away quite rapidly to the left. 38 points. There's a gang on 38 points. Will anyone pit them? Might it be Ross Holmes? Par 5 at 9, 16 points, make that 18 points. He did in the end have a ripping back nine, 39 in all for Holmes. So 39 points through to the playoff, but who would join Ross Holmes? Would it be Turner, Flockett, Wilkinson, or Sleeth? And the answer was only one man was to miss out, and unfortunately it was Rob Wilkinson, but he makes it through to the Trilby Tour World Championship final, and we have our 4 before we find out who is going to be the champion of Leicester. Holmes, Flockett, Turner and Sleeth there through. Rob Wilkinson unlucky. Good performances from Brittany, High, Gibbling, Piercy, Ibbotson and Wingfield. We'll see them later on in the series. Time for Hunt's Hunch.
4 very, very good golfers. Ross Holmes, he's seen it all before, knows what to do. No shots, handicap 6, so good player. Mark Turner, handicap 7, no shots for him either. Don't know much about him. Paul Sleeth, he's a good player, Paul Sleeth. He's come through. Now, these are the 3 guys, Turner, Sleeth and Flockett. Their adrenaline's up because they've just got through from the shootout. Push comes to shove. Ross Holmes, he knows this game inside out. He's already qualified. He's a fantastic golfer. My money's on him.
And we'll observe the burden of Hunt's Hunch and see the playoff when we come back after the break.
Perfect Gentleman's Playground.
Welcome back. It's the playoff, the 2017 Trilby Tour Championship of Leicestershire. The pressure is on. Holmes, Flockett, Turner and Sleeth going toe-to-toe.
Ross Holmes, 28. My home club is Fulford Heath and I play off 6. Putted really well. Kept it in play off the tee. Didn't really hit many silly shots. Down the back 9, I tried to go for a couple of par 5s, which is a bit of a mistake, but other than that, no, happy. It's just good fun. That's what it's about for me, golf. Just got to go and enjoy it. Don't take it too seriously. See what happens.
First tee shot all important. No shots for any of the players. Now, where's this one going to end up? It's curling a lot left to right. Oh, not enough. Bunker, I think.
Second on the tee, please welcome Mr. Graham Flockett.
Graham Flockett, age 45, Utoxeter Golf Club, handicap of 7. Driving was good, putting was good, but I think on the second Trilby Tour, you're just a bit more relaxed. Enjoy the day. First time was a little bit nervous, so today, really enjoyed it. Brilliant, absolutely great. I loved the course. Tough in a few areas, but greens were true and pure, so a good test, but some good scores in as well. So yeah, really enjoyed it.
A little bit further right on the first tee shot. Worried. They'll clap anything here.
Please welcome Mr. Mark Turner.
My name's Mark Turner. I'm 52. I'm from Forest Hill Golf Club. I'm a handicap 7. I think my pitching into the greens was pretty good. Yeah, and my driving was pretty good as well, really. 1, 2 and 18. Yeah, I played them really well. Parred the first and the second and parred 18. So, you know, if I can do that again, you know, I stick a good chance.
Another driver. No room for the timid here. Oh, this is better, but going the other way.
And finally, please welcome Mr. Paul Sleeth.
My name's Paul Sleeth, off a handicap of 9, playing at Beadles Lake, and I'm 46. Nice. I mean, I only live down the road, so I've played here a few times in a few matches, so I know the course quite well. There's a few little changes here and there, but I think we got round quite well. I've got to play the second a bit better. I had a 7 on there just now. I'm on the green, just short of the green, chipped on, right to the bottom of the slope. So I've got to play that a bit better. But the other 2, I'll just stick with what I've played so far. I'll be happy.
Well, he's got the game plan, knows exactly what to do, Sleeth. Very high hands at address. Now this one not coming back. Trees and all sorts and hay, and I'll tell you what, you can stand on your head naked here and they clap. Crowd on auto clap. Well, Paul Sleeth that far left, he's missed the hay and he's out in the open. He's got to come across everything now to get back on target. I think that's a wry smile. Not that it's found the green, that it's found some more trouble. Confirmation, I think. Here's a par 4, this opener. Holmesy pulled up just short of the bunker, which is great news. No, he's done very well from there. He's found the putting surface in 2. Oh, he just missed the putting surface in 2. He's still putting though. Flock it. Bounce the bunker. Stay. That's all right. No harm done. Pretty good result from there. And finally, Mark Turner from the right-hand side. He's hit this very high. Needs to land softly, this.
Good looking shot.
Oh, which it has done. Look how it releases down the green. It's quite incredible. So 3 similar positions, and Paul Sleeth playing from underneath the trees, but his 3rd. Up over the top. And that's not what he was looking for either. A real battle up this first hole. All the hard work to qualify for a playoff, and then it doesn't come together. Very annoying. Par attempt. No shots, remember, for anybody. So it's your gross score that counts. He will be over par. Opportunity for Holmes to make a par. He's given that plenty. And that's a lot further away than it looks. Turner slightly closer to the green after his second shot. And this is better. All players using a lot of loft for basically a chip and run. Holmesy can putt. Must be favourite to make 4. Speed is good, but again, line was not. Sleeth for a bogey 5. This must go in. There's only 3 holes, and you start to chase. Life becomes very difficult. 2 over par after the opener for Paul Sleeth. Now the par putts. Flock it to go first. Oh, what a putt. Remains all square. 2 holes from a potential championship for Flockett. Turner to match. Brilliant putt as well. 2 of the 4 level par. And a chance for one more to join them. Oh yes, very brave holding out from all 3 players. So 3 at level and 1 at +2 as we move on to the second hole in the playoff. Another par 4. The second.
Paul Sleeth, I've been talking to him all day. He's broken. He is absolutely broken. He's looking to me then for guidance. I haven't got anything for him. I've got nothing. You're 2 shots off it. Can you get that back? No, I think he's gone. Ross Holmes, cool cookie, played best out of that lot. The other two did a fantastic save. Really good. They are terrified. They are terrified. This is the bungee jump of golf, and they're not comfortable.
The bungee jump of golf. More from William Hunt a little later on. His observations and asides. To the second, Holmes. He's got the Hunt inheritance on him, and, well, could be cashing in, William Hunt. That's a beauty. Flockett's next. 369. It's not long. It's quite long from there. In fact, it's very long from there. Now the hardest par 4 in the world. Turner. Overlooked by William Hunt. Young Mark Turner. Needs to sit. That'll be okay. Sleeth finally with an iron. +2. Might as well hit the driver. Personal pride now when you double bogey the first. That's all you've got to play for. Be a stylist for the next half hour. Good crowds as well. Enjoying this hunt for the Championship of Leicestershire. Flockett, after the tee shot, wanted somewhere to hide. Still not found the shortcut in 2. Now the third. Just get it back into some sort of shape. Try and make bogey the hard way. So they're in 3. All the air getting let out of the balloon. Turner's okay. He's played a pretty good tee shot down the right-hand side. And this is a second. All talking to it. Shouts of be good and what have you. Stay there. Very good. Birdie putt coming up. Ross Holmes, a canny competitor. Trilby Tour hardened. And that's why he can hit shots like that, under pressure. Right at it. Sleeth, iron off the tee to here. Damage done at the first hole. Still time to show everyone what a good player he is, though. Very firm bounce. So through to the back for Sleeth. Flockett's 4th. He's almost got a hole, this. Oh, it's low. This won't stop, by the way. Taxi! Oh, buggy! Very tired shot. Wheelie, wheelie tired. Sleeth for the birdie at +2. You never know. Chip this in. Birdie the last. Wait for a mistake. Played it beautifully. 2 over par going down the last. That won't be good enough. Down to one of the contenders. Well, he was until he played 4 to here. Flockett's 5th. Out of contention. The field is narrowing. Turner's a runner. Birdie putt. Chance. Oh, straight in the back. Massive moment for Mark Turner. Can Holmes match him? Hunt's hunch. One far away. Holmes level par, 1 behind Mark Turner. Should have been Turner and Hunch. Woof woof. Flockett. It's just one of those holes. Put it down to a little bit of bad luck. 3 over par, out of contention. Flockett's gone. Sleeth has gone. It's now between 2.
It's pain. This is pain. Graham Flockett is broke. I looked at the guy's face and he is broken. He's trying not to show it, but he's a tough Geordie lad and he's hurting. Ross, he needed that putt because Mark just put a fantastic, and I love the way he called it. It was a yard out. It's his golf course. He's a member here. The crowd's with him, but Ross is still my boy because he's got the experience.
So no changing horse for William Hunt. Turner. Oh, what a swish. Fantastic drive. Holmes next to go. It's a par 5, remember. No shots. Water involved up by the green. That's a good swing. Will it stay on the fairway? Not quite. There's no danger. 3 shot of this unless you hit it miles. Sleeth with the driver. That one peeling away to the right. And Graham Flockett. No, it's okay. It's all right. He's got no steam left now after the previous hole. Graham Flockett. Flockett gets to go again. This is just a layup because it's a par 5. Can't reach, can't carry the water. It's quite a tidy swing. Going across the fairway to the other side. So they're in 2. Holmes probably needs to make a birdie. His second shot. Don't think he'll be taking this on. So he stayed short of the water, but tight down the left-hand side. Sleeth from the right. He's got that Dustin Johnson left wrist at the top of his backswing. That's where the similarity ends. Listen, anytime you make it through to the Final Four, you've had a great day and you've played some good golf. Turner. Playing it safe, quite right. He knows what to do here at his course, and that is perfect. Paul Sleeth had enough now. Hit too many, done too much, had enough. Holmes still vital. This has got to find the putting surface, you would think. Over the water. Oh, that could be in the water. That might be that for Ross Holmes. The curse of Hunt's hunch. It's not to be for Paul Sleeth. But as I said, will appear in the Trilby Tour World Championship final later on the series. Flockett. On damage limitation. Well, it's carried the water. I think that's bunkered. So Turner can make it all his own. Oh no, that's a socket. That's a shank. Oh dear. That's nerves. Pressure. He spotted William Hunt out the corner of his eye. All horrible things. Shanks, pressure and Hunt. 4th. He'd be nervous now. He's played a marvellous shot, considering. But at 1 under par, he has that to save par. Well, now Turner's Lucy Lockett has breathed life into the chances of Ross Holmes. Not wet after his 3rd. This is the 4th. He's still in it. Amazingly, still in it. Flockett playing one for the gallery. Exhibition stuff. I'm not sure what exhibition it was, but his day is done. So is Sleeth's, by the way. Let's check out his bunker action. Nice, slow and lazy lob through the sand. Played it pretty well. Flockett. We've had a lot of Flockett. Right, pick it up. Pick it up now. Holmes, par putt. Massive this if it goes in. Oh, good try. Sigh of relief for Mark Turner, because the best Ross Holmes can be is 1 over par. Turner for the par to post 1 under par, and this would wrap it up. Look at the crowd, they're watching this. Turn, turn, turn. Oh yes, what a way to finish. He gets the winner's moment. Grandstand stuff from Mark Turner in front of his home fans at his home club. What a moment for the young man. Absolutely brilliant. Great camaraderie on the Trilby Tour, as always, in sportsmanship. But there's only one winner, and he's the man holding up the crystal decanter. Trilby Tour champion of Leicestershire for 2017, Mark Turner.
Just 4 more regional championships to complete before we have all our champions and qualifiers in the bag. Then we take a trip to Magnolia Park for the Trilby Tour's pairs competition before the World Championship final lands in Hull. The series ends on Christmas Day with the traditional Rogues Gallery special. Now, let's have a word with the new champion of Leicestershire, Mark Turner.
I knew if I played well today that, I was in with a chance, but obviously the 100-yard pitch was a bit nerve-wracking, and luckily, I hit a reasonable shot in and was able to play the last few holes for the playoff. Been club champion here a few times, but this, I think, just takes the biscuit.
Shot of the day goes to Dave Big Dog Hughes for this bunker escape on the 15th, purely because it's the first decent shot of Dave's we've ever caught on camera. Now, let's see who else is caught on camera being a rogue. And we start with Peter Topham's final approach to the 18th, which he somehow turns into his final approach to the 10th. James Barham here making a concerted effort to reach the bunker by the green on the 15th. Sadly, he only makes it as far as the trees. Undeterred, however, James has another go and, after a couple of bounces, makes it safely to the sand. Oh, well done, James. David Clark shows similar determination on 13 with this attempt to reach the pond beyond the green. Sadly, he doesn't quite make it. Who'd be a cameraman now, and Mel Dukes on the 13th takes a pop at Paul, but only succeeds in running just to the side and into the pond. Serves him right. Craig Toogood does slightly better on 15 with one that very nearly makes contact with Joe, but again, it just runs on and nestles under a nearby buggy. Hedge lover Robin Deeprose makes sure we get a shot of this rare rhododendron ferriginium. Pedestrians in peril now as Craig Hutt decides to try and take a few of them out on the 9th. It's a good excuse for a caddy cuddle, though. And Bob, out of the frying pan and into the fire Whiteley, lives up to his nickname yet again on the 16th. Gary Stuttart has played in more Trilby events than anyone else, 93 in total, which is odd because he's actually been in the Rogues Gallery 115 times. Robin Deeprose again, this time making sure we see this Sorbus Terminalis, or Hacker's Hedge as it's commonly known. My dear grey-haired old grandmother had an adage it's worth remembering at this juncture. Always do 3 pointless practice strokes, she used to say, when you're planning to dribble your ball about 2.5 feet. Richard Halifax, bunkered on the 9th, fails to escape on his first attempt, and indeed, if truth be told, fails to escape on his second attempt as well. So he picks up and then tries to pull that old stunt of hiding behind his hat, despite the fact we've already seen his face. Mind you, if I remember correctly, Richard's hat-tricks were just as bad before he teed off on the first. And finally, we couldn't leave Rogues Gallery, the natural habitat of Bob Whiteley, without thanking that legendary competitor for this magnificent Trilby Tour 10th anniversary cake, made with his own fair hands. Many, many thanks, Bob. And now, from Cake William to Real William.
Mark Turner, home course, homeboy, very popular, turning Hunt's Hunch into Hunt's Humiliation because I've got one right so far in the season. Great playoff. Where did that shank come from? Last knockings, and I thought, you know what, this is the Trilby Tour. And that's what it does to you. It tears your game apart. Brilliant recovery, great shots, great guy, great people, great tournament. Leicestershire, well done.
Next week, the Trilby Tour heads to the marvellous course at Got It Loose. In the meantime, if you'd like to get involved in the Trilby Tour, please contact us via the website at www.trilbytour.com. We'll see you next week.
William Hunt Savile Row sponsors the Trilby Tour. The perfect gentleman's playground.